Hello everybody and welcome back to this Hobble through of Dragon Age Origins. This is Hobble Dragon. We geared up everybody, we talked to everyone. Made sure that Alistair didn't get his hand bitten off. So, also, since I can access both, we're gonna drop that off of our menu. Even number.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
Enchantment! And that was the big thing back when this game first came out. After a few days, that's all you heard was a great burst of joy. Enchantment! Rune lightning, 2 electrical damage. Does anyone have that? No, because it's tier 6. Runes enchantment, an enchantable. All enchantable items in the party inventory, including those currently equipped, can be upgraded by an enchanter, so long as you also have runes available. Select the item you wish to enchant, then drag and drop the desired runes into the slots of the item. This isn't a quest for him. Go to the party camp. Caught a glimpse of a merchant in the distance. Must be too good to be true. We'll come back to that. Anyways, let's see what he's got.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. And then some. Not much is known about that time. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did. and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor. Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. A thousand blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Let's do some of the normal quests. Let's find the Arl of Redcliffe. Arl Eamon is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in Landsmeet. To Landsmeet we go.
Yes.
Again. War Dog.
Indeed.
Oregon. Outskirts, Dinamere, Soldier's Peak, Bane Lawrence, Lake Cathedral, Edge. Okay, so the gold tiles are going to be DLC, it seems. Go to the Redcliffe Village.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I, should probably have told you earlier. I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
No.
No. Why would you think that? Wait, don't answer that. Just let me finish. I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Cailan my half-brother, I suppose.
Oh. So, let's see, is Redcliffe... If we're going by Game of Thrones, I guess you're named after some kind of fish or something like that. No, wait, you're named after some kind of river because you're some kind of bastard. You told me this before, so you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard. And then make you heir to the throne. Why did you wait to tell me this?
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Cailan's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Huh.
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
You're probably luckier than most orphans.
I suppose you're right. I wasn't raised as the Arl's son, though. If you're picturing that, I slept in hay out in the stables, not on silk sheets. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. the only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
I think the owl will help us.
I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
It's not really what you think it is, it? What does it make me?
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Level up. Alright, Alistair. I'll make that 20. So just heard when combat tactics require a quick mind to master. Yeah, no wonder you keep getting labeled as dumb. Let's see. Balance, weapon, shield, passive. Improved combat training. The character has learned to compensate for the weight of the shield in combat and no longer suffers an attack penalty while using shield defense.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us? So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
You got a really long face. Oh, well, I guess that's beside the point. What are you talking about? Heard what? I heard that Arl is sick, if that's what you mean. There's some war going on, I haven't noticed.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, our Lehman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Craziness.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well? A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother?
There's two of us.
Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Let's see. What evil?
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the
Zombies.
next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Kaelan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you.
Why,
Thank you.
Morrigan?
This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly. I suppose that's not too much to ask. I did not mean to be brusque. Skilled enough to know there are many far better than myself. After the first attack, I wanted to go for help, but I couldn't just leave these people. The Bannon gear up to battle Loghain, while Darkspawn loom to the south. Loghain won't send anyone, so Redcliffe is on its own. I don't know. If Connor lives, he'll be the Arl, and I'll need to help him with it. If he's... well, I don't want to think about that. Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there. I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes? Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more. Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss. Should the monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible. Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Okay.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
May God
Blessed
bless
art
you for
thou
helping
who
us,
seeks
futile
his
though it
return.
may be.
Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry. We'll be all right. But I want to go home.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Kokari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Oh, wait.
I am.
You got that
You've heard of
blade
me?
from her or something. Just a hunch? Take care?
I'm sorry to burden you with my mourning. Make her be with you.
I already told you.
Maybe this is a quest that
From the bad men.
goofed up.
We must stay here and be brave. Can we do that?
Good day.
I guess so.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet. My name's Caitlin, my lord. Pardon my manners, but you're a dwarf, aren't you? I mean, that is what you are, right? No, I just heard you were a Grey Warden, and I never thought... I'm sorry. Are you going to help us? Everyone says we're going to die tonight. You're very kind to say that. I wish I could believe you.
I got a point. Not all of you are going to die.
It's my brother Bevan. He ran off, maybe tried to leave the village. I'm so scared those things got him. He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful. You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to...
Alright, let's find the little dude.
You know, we don't have the men.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
I know that voice. He's the voice actor for Zaeed from Mass Effect. May he rest in peace. He did recently pass away.
So you say? A damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight. I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
Dude, you got a fluctuation in voice that's kind of startling.
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning. Oh? Ask away. If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there. Don't rightly know. We heard the Owl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Ban Tegan was here. No, I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure, You can ask Sir Berth about it. He was one of them. Right. Let's hope we see morning. Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
Alright, let's see if we can't do a little bit of looting.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
Yeah.
Somebody's been drinking.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The military's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is. Is that so? Then talk then. My girl, Felena, is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone! I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us? Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can. I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
I suppose there's no point in me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh? Murdoch will be pleased. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me. Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I don't think there's anything you'll need in there, but it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up. Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Nice, they're not all completely blind. Some other games, this trapdoor would have been there and you stand right in front of him, unlock it, get into it, and it's just like, oh, la-di-da, la-di-da. Yeah, this is all old junk. Excuse me. Let's see.
Ah! What are you doing? All right, I'll come out. Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Kid, I could have ran you through. You could at least tell me.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother. Thank you, sir. But the sword is too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as someone like you. But oh, alright. I guess. She'll be pretty mad at me. But I'll go.
Alright, loot around. Learn a few things. Probably should have got it from the kid. Oh well.
As you say.
Not too concerned about it. Sword, it'd be something Alistair would use. Let's not fall in that hole. Pull on the barrel. Insufficient skill, of course. This way. Alright.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I asked, I knocked, I lockpicked, and nothing.
Up here on the surface, you'll find we're all the same. And here that means unwelcome. Even a fellow lowborn like yourself. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here. Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there.
To be out there up in the village, this is latitude, I'd say. This is the hole up in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die. So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go, if you want me out there so badly. Spoken like someone who doesn't know me very well. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
I had planned on it. After I loot your house. Alright, I think we've talked to everyone. So, once we make sure, alright, he's got nothing that I can get into. So I think we talked to everyone, so more than likely when we go back out, we're going to get into a nice long fight. But that's all for now, so hope to see you next time. As always, thanks for watching.